Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your sex and relationships horoscopes for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Taurus. And this is for the month of September 2015. So I am back using my regular Decameron deck, okay? And the Decameron deck is an erotic tarot deck. This video is going to contain erotic sexual images and content and graphic nudity and language. So this is a video for everyone who is 18 and over. So that said, I am going to be back using my regular Shadowscapes deck in mid-September for my mid-September videos. So don't panic if you guys aren't into these videos. I will be back doing my regular ones. Just a couple weeks. But I wanted to just do some fun videos because so many other people are doing some really serious stuff for the month of September. And I don't want September to be like a, not a fun month. I want it to be a fun month. It needs to be more fun. There's kind of feels very heavy to me, and I just wanted to, lighten the load here and make you guys laugh because these videos are hilarious. Using this Decameron deck, it really is. I look back at these videos and I laugh my butt off. I can't help it. Even my own videos, I crack up. I'm like, oh my god. So, and they make me laugh, and so it's good for me. So I was excited about them, so I said, okay, why not do them now, kind of surprise everyone, shake things up a little bit, So anyways, I'm going to roll out the spread for you guys. There's kind of an overall theme here where everybody's working too hard, okay? Again, not enough playtime, not enough romance, too much focus on multitasking and money, and not enough focus on sex. So anyways, the first card out of the deck is this card, okay, which is, you can see it's a guy, he's an older guy, taking the girl from behind, okay, and grabbing her boob, okay. So it's kind of a wild card. The card to me is, it says it's usually, to me, it's about an older man with younger woman, okay, who are married. Some of you may be getting married, but this is usually a partnership that is, a marriage partnership. And it says, giving into your wild desires, not conforming socially, an older man with a younger bride, a woman marrying for money, or a woman marrying for money. It can also indicate a man's need for control in a relationship. Will want a woman to take it from behind from time to time, which she will happily do. And the man would like to be in control, but secretly wouldn't mind you taking the reins from time to time, or you giving him a spanking, okay? So this is control and domination. This is getting married for the wrong reasons, but, this is kind of cliche stuff, but it's, I feel like it's more just an older man with a younger woman, and younger is relative. You could be, in your 50s or 60s, and, the guy could be much older, than you. This could be 10 years or more. You could be in your 40s and he could be 20 years older than you, that kind of thing. So this is you. And to me, it's not surprising. The control thing is a Taurus thing. Tauruses need control, love control. So this is where maybe you are fantasizing about getting it on with someone younger, but this is where you like to be the one who's in control every now and again, though you like to give up that control in it, and, the girl, you want a girl to kind of take over, but your, main function in the sexual dynamic, the guy's main function, the sexual dynamics, is the control, okay? It's more like he's on top kind of thing. Not in every case, but that's what's showing up here. Now, what's the card that's crossing you is a card that's come up for every sign so far, okay? Or almost every sign so far, I think. And this is, to me, the multitasking work card. You may be in a relationship with an Aries or an Aquarius, but I just think that this, to me, is showing me that everybody is really just trying to multitask too much. I will read what I wrote because there's a lot on this card. There's a lot of different things that can be interpreted in this card. It says, a woman who plays a good game, who withholds sex or gives sex on her terms alone, who is a quote-unquote bitch, and the man is attracted to her, but will realize his mistake is if he marries her. This can also indicate a man thinking he's going to get some, and only to find out how wrong he really is, and that she is not. Oops. Put it in my hand. that's ironic. So that she's not an easy catch. Literally, the card just floated out of my hand. So guys, you may be trying to catch a slippery Pisces. You may be trying to catch a girl who's running for the hills. You may be after someone who doesn't want you as much as you want them. To me, that's kind of how it feels. And it says that she will be very hard to catch. And it says, cowgirl. This is an untamable woman. It's a woman who loves her freedom. So, again, you may be in a marriage situation. Your wife, if you're a Taurus guy, may be working a lot, okay? Taurus ladies, I feel like you are the one who's working a lot. That's kind of how I feel. And you're not really taking enough time for yourself, for your partner. There's just not enough of work-life balance. Give me just one second. My throat is like crazy dry. You like how I break out my giant gallon of water? I know these clients are like, I'm not just drinking like this small water bottle. This is dry. I just drink out of these gallons of distilled water. That's how I do it. Anyways, okay. So your foundation, funny that we're talking about this, is the career woman card. Okay, you can see how she's holding on to her money, which are falling. She's got so much in that purse. My coin's falling out. This guy is like stepping on her dress, who recently tried to probably rip her dress off her in a moment of uncontrollable passion. He really wanted her, but she had to force him off, push him off. And she's only really concerned about the money. She doesn't, in a way, even care about the dress. It says, a career woman who has put off romance, who needs to start being interested in sex and dating again. Okay? Someone who may want to have sex but not have time, quote unquote, to go out because of work, or may not prioritize going out and meeting guys. Okay? So this is like the foundation. This is one of the main issues. Okay? For you, Taurus. And I just think that, even if you're a Taurus guy, this indicates, that money is more important. And even in my Shadowscape decks, money is like really, for it has been on like on the front burner for Taurus. So, and it usually is, but lately, the last several months, like that's like the main focus for the Taurus right now. So, I just want to say that, this is not a surprise that this is coming up for you. This is a sex and relationship spread. However, you like that? However, that's just what I'm seeing here. Now, in the recent past, and I really enjoyed it. This is one of my favorite cards, actually. This is a really funny card. It's a funny card. I don't know if you can see her eyes. He is smiling, okay? Her hand is wrapped around his penis, okay? This is the moment of discovery, okay? This is the moment where, we've all been in that moment, okay? Where you reach down to find out what's going on down there. And it's like a major shock. It's like, oh my God, okay? And this is what was going on in the recent past. So Taurus, you may have come across a very well-endowed man, okay? This is a very well-endowed man, or at least a beautiful penis. It says she does not know what she's gotten herself into. Laugh a lot. This is also being a little intimidated by size. This is a man who is gentle and considerate and goes slowly. He would never hurt you or dream of hurting you. A man whose main desire is to please you. So this is a guy who's well endowed, who has a beautiful penis. So there's something about this guy that, sort of like she's like in a state of shock. She didn't realize, oh my God, like his penis is so big. I can't believe, I'm about to do this kind of thing. Those thoughts are going through her head. How do I get out of this alive? How do I get out of this? Could be what's going through your head, Taurus, or maybe what was going through your head at that moment of shock, and I know of couples, I know of girls who've been like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to do that. Like in the moment of discovery, they're like, oh, hell no. They grab their stuff and they leave. They're like, no. You guys don't have to tell me about this, but it's just like, it's that moment of shock, of initial shock, and we've all been there, I'm pretty sure we've all been there. So that's what was going on in the recent past, okay? To me, it's just discovery, that's all. And then what's crowning you right now is the blowjob card, okay? You and Aries, okay? You and Aries guys, Taurus guys, I think even Pisces got this. I don't even remember. This is what's on your mind. Blowjobs are on your mind, okay? So this is desire for a good blowjob, it says. This says, for a man, this is the number one desire. Full-on sex comes second. Try finishing sex with a happy ending on a regular basis. The man will love you forever if you give him head regularly. A woman who likes to give head and has a willingness to do so because it turns her on. To think about blowjobs constantly. Okay, so this is on your mind, Taurus. I just don't feel like there's a continuous story here. I feel like there's a lot of work. Work is like predominantly. You may have kind of come across a guy who had a beautiful penis. You may be married to a man who has a beautiful penis, but it may be one of the factors that may be one of the reasons why you maybe don't have sex as much as he would like you to, because it's large. It's intimidating. Could be that reason. Could also just be that's a fact. It's one of those cards that's kind of a fact. It's kind of amusing, but it's not like saying you're going to break up tomorrow or you're going to stay together. It's just like one of those cards that's there. Okay, and then you have the blowjob card, which is a services card. I think of it as service. Okay, but it's not. To me, this is a card where she wants to do it. She wants to do it. So he wants you to. So it's a match in the sense that they're two people, not just exchanging services. It's something that's wanted to do. But I think of it as an overall services card because it's one aspect, okay, of a relationship. It's not like about a relationship. It's about one instance, okay? It's like going in and getting your car oil changed on your car. It's a service job, okay? Something that happens at that point in time, okay? For those of you who are getting it on a regular basis, power to you, amen, okay? So now in the card in the immediate future, and Aries also got this card as well. This is, to me, a very funny card. You can see it's a guy holding this cup and this girl's in it. It's a very beautiful woman, okay? And it says, a woman who has an overactive desire for sex, okay? Not enough of an emotional connection between lovers, okay? So it's like two people who have like an overactive sex drive, but they don't have like an emotional connection, or like two people that like hook up that just like have sex for like 10 hours and then like stop and then they never see each other. This is needing love to develop, okay? And then for the female, he literally can't handle it. That's what I wrote. It says the man is potentially overwhelmed by sexual desires for the female. This is being a, okay. He needs time. Oh, it says he needs time to figure out how the relationship is going to work with or without sex. The man may be intimidated by an older or more experienced woman. Okay, if you're an older, female Taurus, this is what you're dealing with here. It says don't let her scare you. She's just a horny beast. Okay. So to me, this is about a relationship where the guy's overwhelmed, okay? But the girl has an overactive sex drive, okay? Really overactive, hyperactive, where she needs to do it a lot, like a lot. To me, there may be some kind of hormonal imbalance that's causing this, or this may be who she is or how she is, okay? And so the guy that you're interested in may really, really want you, okay? But also, he may not also be able to handle you, okay? On another level, okay? And so you may not be overly sexual. You could just be very beautiful and voluptuous and just, be very sexy. And the guy just may be like really overwhelmed by how sexy or how sexual you are, okay? This could be also, like, again, we got the older man, younger bride, and now I feel like this could also indicate an older woman, younger man situation. So to me, the Taurus has two age differences things going on in September. Beginning of September, the focus is more about the older man, younger bride. Middle of September, it's more about the older woman, younger man. Now, again, this is a general reading, so this may not apply to everyone. It couldn't possibly apply to everyone, but this is what I'm seeing for you. Now, in the position of emotions, this is, to me, this is like the definition of an emotional affair, okay? This is, to me, this is the wheel. You can see this is, the 60 and the 69 position here. And it says a full-blown affair where two people can't seem to stop fucking even when they know it's selfish. This is unfair to everyone, creates bad karma. I wrote, do not get involved unless the person is single, okay? This is sometimes the need to fill, I wrote fill, what's missing in our relationships becomes overwhelming. Sometimes there's a need to be bad, okay? I wrote bad in quotes, okay? Ultimately, these people need to love themselves first. So some of you are having like a full-blown affair, okay? Where you're into someone who's married, okay? Maybe you've been involved in affairs before, okay? But this is, where there's two couples and one of the partners is having the affair and the couples know about it, okay? The other parties know about it. But this is also, really because it's in the position of emotions, to me this is the definition of an emotional affair. Really, really liking somebody, fantasizing about somebody, wanting to have sex with somebody, dreaming about being in a 69 position with someone. This is the fantasy, right? This is the ultimate fantasy. The thing is that if you continue on with this fantasy, your fantasies will become a reality. And the universe is saying, you got the cheating card here in the position in the future, okay? What's coming in from the outside. Which is, to me, this is a girl who's involved with someone and doesn't care that there's cheating involved. I wrote originally, the male is cheating. However, I usually think about, because the focus here is on the girl, okay? She is involved with someone who's in a relationship. So yeah, the guy may be cheating, but the focus is on the girl, okay? So I see this as the girl cheating more so. And the girl who's cheating is just in it for the fun and the sex, okay? And the power and selfish desire and lust. She's not really giving thought. This is without thought for other people involved. This is one or both people get hurt. This is where I said this is a lose-lose situation, because she is happy until she falls for him. And the male, and I wrote, make sure that a short-term affair does not become a long-term, okay? So this is the kind of thing where, you sleep with somebody once, okay? And it's really good, okay? And then you continue to sleep with that person, because this is something that's gone full-blown. This is like a cycle. This is a cycle where you can't seem to stop, okay? That to me, you have this card as well that's talking about, what started off as a short-term thing, becomes long-term, where it's like you're in a cycle, you're in a pattern where there's cheating involved, and you're not really thinking about the other people involved. And eventually, a short-term, one-night stand or two-night stand thing is really just, to sate the desire or whatever, okay? But if it goes long term, then it's more like a real relationship, like a full-blown relationship. So it's more than just, okay, like, when I'm talking about this card, okay, to me this is more about, it's not just like a one-time cheating experience. It's about actually getting into an almost full-blown relationship with somebody else. Sex, full-blown, everything. Which is the problem. Like, there's another sip of water. So, the thing is later down the line, everybody's going to know, and hearts are going to get broken. Because everybody's cheating. This is everybody's cheating situation. This is lose-lose. This is the guy cheating on the girl's cheating on the guy. Female Tauruses have to watch out for this, because I feel like female Taurus, this is you. You are in danger of having a short-term thing become a long-term thing, which in the end you will get your heart broken by. Because the short-term thing doesn't have the foundation correctly. It doesn't have the foundation of trust, the mutual interests and hobbies and all that. It's just really about sex. So it just doesn't have what it needs to have in order for it to really go long term. So you're really just fooling yourself, thinking that it could go long term when really it can't. Some of you are like, well, but it can. And I'm like, no, it cannot. Very rarely does that happen. Very rarely, if ever, does that happen. People do what they want to do, and I'm not saying, Taurus, you can't do what you want to do, but beware that, in my mind, this is a lose-lose situation. Lose-lose. In the position of your attitude, you've got, to me, there's kind of a waiting card, okay? She's lying there, she's waiting. My guides are showing me Samantha Jones, who's, from Sex and the City, where she's, I don't know, it's one of those episodes where she was laying down on the table, she has sushi all over her, and she's waiting for Smith, her boyfriend, to come home, eat the sushi off of her. And this is kind of like one of those things. She's got the mask on, she's not wearing any clothes, she's hanging on the bed, she's got the scarf, she's ready to tie someone up, and yet nobody's there. So it says, time to get it on, waiting comes to an end. So you may have been waiting, for someone, maybe to get out of a relationship, or to be with someone, or just for a relationship to happen in your life, or just to get it on, have more sex in your relationship if you are in a relationship, okay? I wrote on this card, get it on, sex makes people happy, okay? It says, unending passion and fantasies that are lived out and played out in relationships. A relationship that has enough excitement to last a lifetime. Desire for sex and games in the bedroom. Okay, so this may be if you are in a partnership. This is where you may want to tie them up. You may want to put some scarves around them. You may want to wear like a blindfold. You may want to dress up and do kind of more the 50 Shades of Grey type stuff. This is what this card's talking about. Now, the outcome is, to me, teasing, tantalizing foreplay. Okay? You see he's giving her a hand job, but there's a lot of money involved. And this is interesting because Taurus is all about money. And it's here in several different ways. But this is as teasing, tantalizing foreplay. A woman may have money. Man may be wealthy. Don't let money come between you. There is mutual respect in career choices or in general. This respect makes desire for the other person more intense. It says to communicate easily about money. Gifts of money are much appreciated by either party as gratitude will increase over time. So to me, this is where two people really respect each other in career. And there's, you kind of talk about money easily, and there's money involved in your relationship somehow. Either someone's the breadwinner and you're not, you're both the breadwinners. To me, it's not just a guy who has money, but this is a girl who has money too. So this is a girl who makes good money, and this is a guy who makes good money. So together, you have a lot of money together. And money is the focus of both of your lives. Money is like the foundation of your relationship. The problem is at times, because you can talk about money easily, it's a good thing, but at times, money has become too much of a focus. So you need to kind of get back into the romance mode rather than work and money focus mode. More romance, more sex. I feel like that needs to happen because there's the tone of money here is coming up in this reading. So that is all for now. My voice has pretty much run out. But I will be back again mid-September. And if you'd like a general reading, feel free to email me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com. Like I said, this is a general reading, and I think private readings are really, really awesome. You can find more about my pricing and payment information in the About section on my YouTube channel. Just click on the About link. And I will be back again. So thank you so much. I send you big hugs. Big hugs. Big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.